Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel for the second beta video. Hopefully you're having a great evening. I'm having a good evening as well. I'm really kind of energized for MCOC content at the moment. So yeah, bring it on. But before we go anywhere, there's a little public service announcement. Thank you very much for ongoing support, Smut Squad members, Smut Squad Elite members, and as well Patreons. And don't forget to get involved with the discussion of today's video by going to the comment section down below and leaving a comment and hitting the like button. Thank you very much. Yes, that really was key information. Now, if you've seen my previous video about these two characters and the abilities, then you'll know the extent of what you're going to see. But with the Old Man Logan changes, it's all to do with pacifism. And pacifism was a big aspect of this character with Pop the Claws. If you're watching on the non-beta or kind of looking at your own champion at the moment, then you'll be like, well, what has really changed? And it is really this. One thing I'm quite looking forward to is changing up synergies, especially looking at the signature ability here. And we're going to get level 1 at the moment. I'm still looking to see whether or not we can get some more signature stones, but it's got this here. So whenever Logan gains one of his 0 damage passive bleeds, it has a 26% chance to gain 400% duration. That's a long ass time for a passive bleed. Logan's first special attack each fight gains plus 1069.98 attack rating, which obviously will go up as the signature stones are put on. So this is pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to getting this kind of worked in. I like the idea of maybe putting the Heimdall synergy with this one and kind of seeing the extent of damage, a kind of a fury attack that we're gonna, a fury buff that we could have on, and as well what we could do with this. So hopefully I can give that a try in this video. I think this is the first having game, at times when I've said the first in game, literally I'm torn a new one in the comment section, but I am pretty certain that this is the first time we see a passive bleed effect. And also the fact that we've got some decent stuff with purifying said bleed, heavy attacks, which generate positively for the first hit and the second hit. Not to mention the special attacks and stacking up with fury buffs can see you throwing unblockable specials, as we've just seen with Colossus. They can be incredibly tasty. So it is going to be really fun to get this guy out on the battlefield in a second. Especially looking at the idea for the SP3 and doing deep bleeds. Now, if Logan has more than 5 fury buffs, inflicts an additional deep bleed. So, man, it's going to be so cool to see the extent of damage you can actually output. Whereas Colossus is the heavy brawler, and it's all about damage output, better from the basis of, yeah, just being a brawler. I think that Old Man Logan's going to have that. He's going to have the fury improvement, so he's going to have the brawler aspect and damage output, but also the extent of debuff damage, which, you know, it's going to be brilliant to see. Let's get him out there. Now we're preparing ourselves for battle, and the kind of synergy team that I'm working with is this here. Now I may change this because I have been considering and have been talking about the idea of Heimdall. And synergy, well, let's look at this. So first and foremost, I've got Hulk in just for the sake of it, and he's just padding a slot at the moment. We've got Enhanced Adamantium, which is a plus 10% attack rating, and attacks have a 20% chance to remove one stack or one rock stack or rock shield. That's handy against those rocky opponents, and we all know they're fun. And also got Domino in, and Domino's here just for the weapon X Strike Force, which is regeneration of fury, are 12% more effective. Great for the damage output side of things. And with Sabretooth, we've got Untamed Force, 120% plus regeneration rate when hitting opponents. So, look, you know, the fact is I could take or leave this particular one, because if I want to be a brawler, then what I do is I get Heimdall in and maybe maybe another champion like Angela in order to get the fury buff from that particular synergy. I think this is going to be fine for the time being. If I feel I want to change that in the future, maybe I will. Or maybe we'll do another experiment in a moment. But let's get this into a fight and see what damage we can do. Okay, here we go. This is the exciting thing that this is probably the champion I look forward to the most. And as you can see, you've got these kind of passive bleed effects that are on me at the moment, and it's not actually doing anything. Let's just I put in a heavy attack after this. So swipe back, bit of static there. We hit the first one, second one. It looks like the regeneration is constant as well. As you can see, it does ping up. Let's put in an L2. Got a critical bleed. Wow, critical bleed. Oh my god. Just take, what, 15 stacks of fury already. My word. That is, that's pretty nice. That's pretty good. Oh my word. This is, wow, damn good. It's like reminds me of the Colossus fight a moment ago. And do remember, everything on the beta is subject to change. And I think that's because I popped the first special attack of this particular fight. And that's something each and every time. If we kind of like out the champion on the extent of hits that I think is going to happen, then we'll have to go into another fight. The regeneration is the key thing as well. Oh no, there's the 15 stacks as well. It might be worth me hitting in an L3 at some point, just to kind of like see how good that really is. And also, like, considering the fact that we've got, you know, this is signature 1. What could be further? Like, could there be more? Could there be more damage output? Just very incredible. But the regeneration is all right, like a 68 tick in the time, and maybe without, it's not actually that good without the Sabertooth synergy. But we'll try the Heimdall one out in a moment and see what damage we can do. Good amount of damage there. Deep bleeds are on. But I would like to try and get myself some critical bleeds now. Being a bit aggressive here, Rich. But I do want to see this damage output. I do want to kind of exponentially put it in. Now I should have done a heavy attack there, I think, in order to kind of keep those fury buffs on. But I need to kind of like experiment, I think, with this. Okay, let's do it again. We do that. We've now put in a very nice critical bleed. And again, heavy attacks in. Now has that... Oh, I take a clip. I got a clip there, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Putting a nice amount of critical bleed. My god, the debuff damage is insanely good. And even the regeneration has kind of like got us back up to full health again. I don't know if I'm going to need the Sabertooth synergy, and maybe I could look to something else to kind of improve my damage output. A few learning curves, so maybe it doesn't really give a represent of like what I could really do with this champion. So let's kind of change it up again. 145 hits, not too bad. That's better than it's better than Colossus from earlier before, but let's change things out and try and play a bit better. Here we go with Old Man Logan. Oh yeah, first thing is start off with getting the Heimdall buff. Cheers, Heimdall. And now it's time to wreak a little havoc. Now I have noticed that my phone's been getting quite toasty at the moment, so as soon as I record this, I need to kind of get to bed or kind of cool down my phone, as that is something that isn't particularly good. I mean, also to kind of mention, I don't know if anybody watched the last video, the Colossus video, as well, there was a moment where I got a little bit too excited. And what I'm trying to do now, yeah, if people notice that, they probably had a good laugh at my expense. But the fact is now, what I'm trying to do is try and get criticals off the back of the SP2. That's the thing. As soon as you get the criticals, then you get the critical bleed. Similar to champions like Domino, that's what I want to see. I want to do a lot more damage with the old critical bleed, because then it limits down the amount of like hits I need to do. As we can see, got it there. Very, very nice. Means less hits, more damage based on that. Could have done... Yeah, let's do this. Heavy attack. Let's increase the amount of fury being on. Missed it. Didn't really use the opportunity as well as possibly could. Disappointing on my behalf. But that's not the end of the world. Come on, we're still alive. We're still in the game. We're still building them up. You going to throw your special anytime soon? Probably not. No. No. Yeah, good boy. See, he is well trained. It's like he's been hanging out with Falcon a little bit too much. Okay, let's do this. L2 goes in. Critical bleed. Nice, 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 nice. Can I... No. Okay, he's not going to do it. I'm going to keep getting in with hitting him. And I was trying to like get to doing a heavy attack, but it's just too much of a risk factor with this. I know what happened. Like if I do this, chances are that it wouldn't pan out quite right, and obviously people probably go, why didn't you just throw a heavy attack then? I was just making a point. So I'll give you another example here. So he goes straight into his special. He's then hopefully going to come at me. See there, like it didn't go... Okay, I just tried to do a parry then, and my block just got hit through. So that kind of indicates to me, don't even kind of risk it, Rich, because it's not going to work on your phone. It's already scuffed, sweaty, and hot at the moment. So let's just try and mash through this, power way through. Kind of lost the combo. I'm a bit annoyed about that, but whatever. Life goes on. This is what I wanted to do. And he does his special. Of course he does. But But that's fine. We're going to roughhouse this. We're going to get back in again. Meaty amounts of damage, hitting off the L1 and trying to kind of do a little bit more with that Fury buffs that were stacking up quite nicely. But it doesn't matter. You know, we should get a really nice amount of damage. I'm hoping to get another L2 off. That's some really nice hits there. Really nice to see some huge chunks of criticals. Not super amounts, but still enough to make me go, do you know what? 565 in this guy may be a good idea. But do remember, things are subject to change. But we are trying to get the improvement of the 140 hit. I don't know if we're going to do it, but I'd love to think that we could. Especially considering that I'm going to wait him out and bleed him out like this. Can we do more than 140? The answer is 144. So it's actually worse with the Heimdall synergy. I'm probably going to look towards it's actually player fault. I'll probably say that I maybe didn't play that completely correctly, or maybe got better RNG with the first battle. But still, you know, that's still better than Colossus, which we've kind of played with earlier today. Right now, I'll let you in on my thoughts, and that is that I actually enjoy Old Man Logan a little bit more than Colossus. I kind of feel that it's just based on the debuff effects, and I think that's the thing that makes me kind of feel towards, it's like, it's not exactly like it, I know, but maybe I'm going out on a limb and saying it's like Domino, but with regeneration. And that is just based on the fact that, like, you know, you've got critical bleeds, you've got rates of just kind of being very damage outputty, but not with the extent of critical damage that we're kind of used to with a champion like Domino. But I just really enjoyed this champion. I think that it is very enjoyable. It's definitely improved a lot. And obviously, being a Wolverine fan, Old Man Logan fan, this feels like Kabam did a solid. They obviously did a solid with Colossus, but it's just one of these personal likes that I have is towards a character like this. And I feel that maybe I'll do some more training and kind of playing with different types of game modes before the beta is expired. But I just wanted to give you my thoughts on this. But what do you think so far based on what you've seen? Which one do you like the most? What do you think of Old Man Logan? You know, put it in the comment section down below. And thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more, and catch up with some other content here. Subscribe here, you know, all that stuff you already know. But thanks very much again for watching. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.